Hi everyone, so today I'm going to do a little video on loading. I'm not sure how well it's going to go. I've got to try loading Basil because I might have to take him to the vet. I probably will have done it by now, by the time this is uploaded. But I'm going to do Chesney first. Generally he's much better and he'd be a much better demonstrator than Basil will be, but I'm going to record both. No idea how it's going to go. We will see. I've got my gloves. Chesney has got his travelling boots on, and his head collar. He used to be very good at going on the box and the trailer, but he hasn't been on for about 5.5 years. So we will see how we get on. And for Chesney, we've got the partition in. We've got the ramps secure. We've got the partition folded over. And the breech bar's down, so the ramp is nice and secure on the ground. It's not going to wobble. We're in an enclosed area. We've got all the gates on either side, so this is ideal situation for a horse that we're not sure about, i.e. Basil. So I'm going to put the camera over here and I will probably voice over the rest. So I'm just halting Chesney so that I can change sides and walking him confidently towards the trailer. Now he's stopped on the ramp. I'm not going to make a huge thing out of that. I've given him a polo to reward him for walking so confidently and relaxed to that point, because I don't want to make a huge drama from the situation, and I know when he's ready that he will walk forward onto the trailer, as he does when I ask him to. He just walks straight on. Now Chesney was always quite difficult with the front ramp. He used to jump off that rather than walk down it, so I always reversed him from the trailer gently backwards down the ramp. And the second time, you'll see he walked straight on, absolutely no hesitation at all. He was always very good to load, and I could always manage to do this on my own wherever I went with him. So we've now had a rearrange of the trailer, so there is no partitioning. We've got this long breech bar which I had for my last horse Josephine, because she didn't travel very well with the partitioning. She used to jump around, so I'm thinking that Basil might be better like that as well. So we've got a nice big space for him. I'm going to give him a nice bowl of food in here as well. I'm not sure we'll get him in, as I say, there's quite a lot there actually. Never mind, that's probably enough for a whole dinner. Never mind, I don't think he'll go in and eat much of it anyway. So I'm going to Chesney, I've left Chesney on the yard. I'm going to try and put him in the field now, so he's out of the way. And I expect he will cause huge noises, probably trot up and down, but we'll see what we can do. Anyway, we will go and get Basil dressed now. Going to just put some brushing boots on Basil because he doesn't like the travelling boots, and yes, if I was taking him a long way I'd have to get the travelling boots on, but I think it's a step too much today when I'm getting him in the trailer, so I'm just going to... As you will see, I've put my hat on with Basil as well as my gloves just as a precaution, and I'm leading him towards the trailer. I wasn't expecting him to walk up the ramp. I wanted him to have a sniff, have a look around and just see what he thinks. I don't want to make a huge drama from it. I don't want him to get into a silly mood and be difficult and dangerous, so I'm just trying to keep it nice and quiet. I'm standing still on the ramp, occasionally giving a little pressure on the head collar and asking him to walk on, and then he's walked 2 front feet onto the ramp, and he had a polo to reward him for that. He obviously can see the bowl of food in the middle of the trailer, but the polos are a bit more of a encouragement. So we're turning around again to approach the trailer straight on. And Basil's a little bit hesitant this time. But again, I'm trying to remain quiet and calm. I'm trying to get Basil to turn around to face the trailer, but he wasn't happy to do it that way, so I've turned him round. I don't feel it's a good idea to approach from the side of the ramp, as that's when injuries occur. You want to be where the ramp is the lowest to the ground it can get. And when he's ready, with a little encouragement, and he's still calm, he walks towards the ramp. Obviously the advantage with having an enclosed area and having a trailer available to practice makes a huge difference. And there he's gently moving his feet forward. The thing I want is that the trailer is more of a positive experience and not a negative. So everything about it mustn't get him stressed and upset. Everything about the trailer must be something nice, so a pat, or a bit of food, or a polo, or a neck rub, or a kind, gentle, encouraging word from me. And he's put all of his feet on the ramp, so he has a little bit of food. As you can see, he's very hesitant moving his feet onto the ramp. And he decided it was all a bit much, and as with horses, the flight response kicked in and he wanted to get away. And I didn't make a huge thing out of that, so he hasn't gone a long way. He's taken both of his back feet off the ramp, but he has stayed on the ramp. You can probably see his ears going backwards and forwards, listening. He's not quite sure. He's a bit nervous. And there we are, when he was ready, he just walked straight back on. And then I've been slightly moving the food bowl, so he has to go a little bit further on, and he didn't like that. So I'm going to move the bowl back again. Just a little bit. Now he's found a weed he thinks he can eat. Just keeping him straight. you can see, he doesn't really like having boots on his back legs. He waves them around quite a bit. And another polo for walking back onto the ramp. And he's just being rewarded for being calm and being brave. A bit like I do with Tommy. And sometimes it's just telling him he's a good boy. And there we are. That's the furthest he's been in so far. And there we are, all the way into the trailer. He did try to put his head under the breech bar at that point, which obviously is not a good thing. So it didn't take us that long. We kept calm and we got him in, and all in all we're very pleased with that. So I hope you found it interesting to see my approach to getting a horse loaded